Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail, and we are back with more Faster Than Light, where today we're continuing our trek with the Red Wolf. Alright, so we so far have 5 laser shots, and we just upgraded our weapons, and we just got fried by a rebel pursuer because we made a stupid jump. So right now I have 56 scrap, and I'm debating here, do I go to the store, or do I go to the left of it, and I'm just going to see if I can get a little bit more scrap. Now, this is another post-commentary style because I have gone through this run, at least in part, with a recording error for sound. But I will inform you, first off, that this is a good event. I get a hull beam. Great, great weapon. Really supports what I'm trying to do. But I'm actually doing this on a new microphone. So hopefully the sound comes out okay. That's the hope, anyway. But yeah, just going to be another little bit of weapon power that I need here now because I'm back to having 3 shots, then a hull beam. That should be enough to do a lot if I can just get the power situated. But yeah, goal is just to survive, advance, and with the hull beam there I don't have to worry as much about what's at the store, though anything that's good at the store obviously is good to have. But I mean, there's not really much I'm going to buy here. A halberd beam would be great, but the hull beam only costs 2 power and can be just as devastating damage-wise. So we'll stick with that. Excuse me. Wonder if my new mic picked up that disgusting sound a little bit. Now I'm debating the FTL jammer because that can save some fights, especially with the boarding crew. Because this weapon loadout has a little bit of a weird ramp-up time. But for now, I think the smarter move here is just getting repairs, getting my hull build up, and then it's going to be focusing on the subsystems here. So we're trying to play a little smarter than we did last time, where we just went dirt by weapons and not take care of our ship. Even though with the Kestrel B you can be a little bit more front-loaded with your loadout. So we're just going to continue here. First fight of the episode. We're going to have 2 Mantis boarders coming on us because we are in a Mantis-controlled sector, I think. No, we might not be. But we're going to be getting some Mantis on us anyway, that's for sure. And it's good that we upgraded our doors. And with level 2 shields and with that kind of weapon loadout, this could get ugly in a hurry. But they don't have a med bay. So I'm just trying to really get my air flowing, and I do decide to play a little more defensively here. Other thing is that I need to take out their weapons. I do not want that to be an Artemis missile. And I'm going to be doing a little bit more pausing here just because that happens with the beam. So there's that missile firing. It's probably going to hit. So how much can we beam you? Hopefully a lot. So I'm just trying to pick out what can do maximum damage. Can probably hit a bunch of rooms with this beam. It's not a super long beam, but it's long enough. So that was an Artemis missile. Damn it. And we have 2 shields for the burst lasers, so just try not to take damage here too much. I'm really trying to pause less and less. But there's another missile. It's probably going to ouch me in just a second. Right in the door balls. But the ship should be taken out in just a moment. If I can actually take down their shields. And that's where maybe having the 2 extra laser shots would be a little more advantageous, because now I'm in a position where I'm trying to board again and I'm trying to take down the weapons. It's a little bit of desperation mode here, because that missile's probably going to hit me too. Unfortunately, I'm probably about to get burst laser. Good dodging. Alright, so just going to be cutting it really close with my crew. This may not be worth it for me to try and take him out. Because that one NG guy could take out both of my crew, and that's such low health. So you don't have to win every time with the boarding crew here, and it seems like this time I stretched myself just a little too thin. I was just waiting for my transporter to get up. And probably just take this ship out here. Yeah. So I kind of cut my losses there, just go back to actually repairing myself. So I don't have to sit here for just a little bit. But that's okay. At least I did not kill my boarding crew. Zaz got close. Krinker got a little scary close. But we do have 43 scrap, just looking at some options for upping it. So there's our quest marker that we picked up along the way. So, engage the rebels. This is not what the kind of fight I was hoping for, but this is the kind of fight I'm getting. Okay. So not actually a bad fight. Once again, no med bay, but once again, probably a 2 damage missile. It's about to hit me, so. Yeah, right in the shields. That's actually a really bad place to be hit. And they have 3 shields, so I'm going to have to really rely on my boarding crew here. Because unfortunately, because I didn't pick up the halberd beam, I'm not always going to be able to break through. There we go. So now these guys are running like crazy because they're almost dead. Still taking a lot of damage though. This is where getting a lot of random missile fire kind of sucks, and it's all been in a row. And once again, my crew's dying. Just reroute. Do it again, try and take out their systems. Would love to beam through somebody. Okay, no sensors. Not a big deal, just really want to take out their Artemis if I can. And I probably cannot. That thing shoots so fast. I mean, at this point, it's almost like they're probably close to being out of missiles. So there we go. Now, do I board and try not to destroy the ship? I guess I need to wait for my sensors to repair to see if things are on fire. They're not. So it's safe for me to board as long as I don't shoot again. As long as I don't shoot and as long as I don't damage a system to break it. That's why I run those guys out of that room. I don't want to accidentally break the weapons room. There we go. Not so bad. All that for 25 scrap and a store with another possible crew or cloaking or drone control. Kind of a waste except for the free repair. Well, not free repair, the prepaid for repair. Apparently my allergies just hit me this morning. I don't know if you got that in the background, but maybe my new mic might have just picked up my dog wiggling a little bit. I can see it in the waveform. I'm recording this in Audacity. And new microphone I got was a Blue Snowball. I'd heard good things about it. I mean, but as I'm using it, it's a little irritating in that, yes, I get a lot less background noise. I don't get the dull roar that I used to get in the background from my computer fans. But this mic still records a little quietly, so there is still a lot of post-production audio work that I'm going to have to do. I was hoping to save some time, but as long as my audio quality is better, that's okay. But my littlest dog has a tendency to love getting right within where the mic's picking up and do crap. When I was testing yesterday, it was, he's going to eat food, and all I could hear is crunch, crunch, crunch. So it's a good microphone. It does pick up a lot, and we'll see how this sounds. We're just flying through the sector, and here's another fight. Alright, so those guys are going to suffocate. Question is, are they going to go get my sensors or not? I'm not too scared of this ship, except those are probably dual lasers. But I do have an extra laser fire now, and you'll see with 2 shields how much of a difference that makes. Because multiple dual lasers suck at the face. And that's why. Unfortunately, that's a system bomb, and it didn't really do too much to me. So I just gotta not kill my crew. And just keep firing. Hopefully I can take down their shields 1 level. Well, hey, even better. I'll just take down their ship 1 level. Power of the hull beam. Not terrible at all. So just waiting around a little bit, let's go to the next area. More fuel, I will happily take that. And then I don't know if those are connected or not, but we're going to give it a shot. I do have a strong enough ship and I can escape pretty well. And we're not going to be boarding this guy, but fortunately he doesn't have shields. Unfortunately that is 2 burst laser 2s. Ooh, scary as crap. Fortunately, the good thing about having burst laser 1 and basic lasers is that my weapons are way faster. So see, I already took one out and then I managed to miss, and this is where I realized, wait, there's no shields. I can actually beam this guy for a lot of damage. I could have actually maybe taken him out if I had opted for the other route, but I think I was just 1 damage short. There we go. So pretty good stop there at the end. And now I have level 3 shields, which I can juggle between my engines. Good stuff. And there's the exit. Do I want to push it? I should be able to make it 1 more jump. So let's see. Attack the ship. Your 1 little boarder in the med bay. I love it when the game does that. I almost wonder if it's worth even fighting him or just trying to smoke him out there. I mean, it's not going to take me super long to do that, especially when there's only 1 boarder on there. Unfortunately, he does have a giant missile launcher, and I'm not sure if that's something I appreciated at the time, especially when that's not what's getting taken out first, but I do stop it with the hull laser, so it's kind of scrambling. Now I can just finish him off. I don't really even need the engine or shield power right now. So, surprise, Inji, you're getting boarded. Alright. So 6 fuel and 47 scrap. That is an amazing haul for this stage of the game. And we'll just jump on. Or we'll check our ship first. Because I do need a little more reactor power, I feel like. Not a ton more, just a little more. I could go ahead and buy it. Yeah, I did buy ahead here. Or I don't. Because there's another store. Do I want to try that store? There's not a ton that I need. I don't have a ton to sell. I don't have a ton of life, so probably better, yeah, that's the smarter move. Because now I can just use level 3 shields. Even though Beth still needs healing, and I haven't done that yet. So next sector, and we get another ship that surrender your goods, and they're trying to escape, and they have a med bay, and they're boarding me in the doors. We'll see how this one goes. Hopefully they don't run straight to the cockpit this time. But I do have a lot more weapons. I do need to remember that I do have 2 system power just sitting there. That really needs to be used for something. Come on. There we go. There we go. So get all this together, and let's see if I can take down their weapon systems. Probably not. Well, I did take out their missile launcher. I think that's probably level 2 med bay, yeah. So I'm not sure if boarding is going to be the best thing to do on this ship. And we'll see if this guy suffocates with the lack of oxygen. Yep. this ship can't really hurt me now. I really should be doing is focusing on that bay a little bit, but at least they don't have enough crew manning stations to try and run. Just quick teleport before they die. Because yeah, they're not going to go help heal themselves, not like this. And that dual laser can't break my shields. So there we go. Pretty easy. And a burst laser Mark II. Holy crap. Oh, that is a good find. It's just kind of like, okay, I'm already running with a lot of lasers and I have a hull beam. That's strong. Burst laser 2, not only do I have the power for it, I actually have everything in place to where I can use it right away. So that's kind of unreal. Now if I want to drop 90 power, I can get I can use that basic laser and have 6 laser shots. But right now my weapon loadout is enough to win the game. My shield loadout is close. This usually means that it's time to get cloaking. We're pretty close, but we're still early in the game, relatively speaking. We haven't gone super far. I mean, my health situation's not great, but we're only in Sector 4. But it's a Zoltan sector, and you know that that can be crap. Those tricky Zoltans and their shields and their drone boats, it's possible that gets scary. I finally realized Beth's been hurting for a while. So let's see what happens here. Okay, this is what I'm talking about with the ships you don't always like facing. That's a lot of lasers, that's a lot of drones, that's a med bay. Anti-ship drone 1 is not your friend. Fortunately, I do fire my weapons super fast. And I can hull beam a lot of systems here if I line up my weapons right. I can't, on pike beam I can actually hit a ton more, but we'll just do this and hope for the best. Now he's actually repairing his med bay. I think I do misplay this one here. This ship's kind of a tough nut to crack. Because if you aim poorly, you can get in a lot of trouble. I gotta be careful with my beam a little bit. Okay, it's not a terrible surrender offer, but I'm not gonna take it. Unfortunately, there was a ship fire, I thought for just a second, and that's not what you want when the ship is this close to dying. But actually, I do get this here. And you'll see if my microphone can actually pick up my dog being really dumb and barking in the background. It's almost like, hey, my really crappy mic before actually couldn't pick up a bunch of garbage that was going on around me. Now this one is, even though I have it on what shouldn't be very sensitive, is picking up all kinds of fun little details. So let's see, 80 scrap. And there's stuff in the background. Let me see if I have to actually fix this real quick. So this is not good because there's a Zoltan shield and a burst laser 3, and there goes my oxygen. But I can board these guys right away. I should be able to roll without air for a little while here. I don't know if I repair. Okay, I do send somebody to repair immediately. That may not be the best move, but they don't have a ton of ways to hurt me in the oxygen. So they do ion nothing. And I do get some good dodging, so that's very fortunate for me. So am I gonna actually leave? Wow, I don't know. Oh, it's because I'm fighting him in the cockpit. Alright, so take out this other Zoltan. As long as I can do that before that burst laser 3 fires, I'm gonna be okay. There we go, and we get someone else who's gonna join our crew, and it is another Mantis. So put that air back on. we now have a second boarding crew team member person. Yay! 2 mantises are better than 1. Zest, you've been good, but it's probably high time we got somebody on the engines anyway. Even though Zest actually does have max combat experience now. So it's here, 111 scrap. I'm sitting on it a lot because I'm saving for cloaking. Because cloaking would just be a great thing to have here. Oh, that is a horrible layout to fight. And they're boarding me in the sensors. I should be able to air these guys out alright, though. So I guess the question is, where do I want to fight these guys? The answer is probably not in the cockpit, but that looks like that's where I'm going, so... I'm fighting Notch in the cockpit. Well, it is 3 shields versus my 5 lasers, so... We'll see how bad of a day I can make it for these guys. So I got all my weapons and laser fire ready. And I smartly shoot for the med bay. Hopefully I can use this laser to take out their weapons just a little bit. But I didn't take out the laser I really wanted to, so... Alright. So these guys are gonna die. The question is, am I gonna get lasered really hard here in a second? Okay, 1 damage. So now I'm just waiting for these guys to suffocate in my ship. Why am I shooting? Okay, I guess I'm shooting at the ship because I don't want to take a bunch of damage. But I did anyway. 6 fuel, 48 scrap. Get my guys on there before that ship explodes. We already have a fire and door control, so I'm actually going to have the bonus fun of... Well, at least the doors in my door control are closed, so that's going to have air. I just got to do some quick repairs so I can close everything up. There we go. Not bad. There's a store. Please have cloaking. Please have cloaking, and please have affordable repairs. Okay, there's cloaking. That's a good start. I have a basic laser to sell, so I can actually do some pretty substantial repairs. I'm good on fuel. Don't need to worry too much about drone control, even though I could do that if I wanted to. And now I just need a little more reactor power. I mean, this is a mighty fine ship that I have. I mean, there's not a lot that's going to be able to stop me. And this is Sector 5, and I'm pretty confident in what I've got going on here. Except Beth does need healing again, and we don't want Beth to die. It's 70 health. There's a few missiles that could nearly kill her, and if it puts the room on fire, it would kill her fast. So just jumping around some of these spots. And the reason I'm trying to go for blank sectors here is because I do have the damage stasis pod. I can still get a crystal crew member on here. All I need to do is to get a blank sector that says, hey guys. Oh, by the way, hey guys, I'm going to actually board you and fight you and hopefully take out your missile launchers before they fire a big volley at me. Even though I do have cloaking now, so that will help. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to cloak too early here with the little missile coming, instead of waiting for the big missile, which is what I should really be doing. I'm not sure exactly why my systems aren't powered totally. Oh, I must have micromanaged just a little bit. So I did manage to take out the small launcher. And, do I take their surrender? I mean, I get crew. I don't really want to get missiled. And that's weird. I've never gotten a slug from this event. Never ever gotten a slug slave. Until now. So, welcome aboard, Sluggerator Ani. It's a good trade. And I still need some reactor power. Unfortunately, accepting the slave there means that you don't get scrap, and scrap's kind of what I'd like. So another store, can't do a lot with one scrap. And there's probably not many ways to get to the exit, so I'm just going to go straight there and play around the other side. Oh god. So I just got boarded by 4 Zoltans. That doesn't sound bad, but from the looks of it, they have 4 or 5 laser shots and 2 laser drones. That is a, that's what we call a horrifying ship. And if I was smart, I'd be cloaking right now. But I don't think I play this very smartly. Because what I should be doing, my weapon should already be firing. I should be breaking down their Zoltan shields. And I don't. And this is where post-commentary is good, because I actually do remember this fight. And I am screwing it up. And now I can see why, because I should be fired. Those shots should have already been fired. Because I'm just taking myself out of cloak real fast. So there's 3 Zoltans to gun down. They're probably going to take down my shields here super fast. Because 2 anti-ship drones. That's like a gravy train win right there. And my cloaking's out, so I'm not cloaking anymore. I had a window of opportunity to fire my hull beam that I cut short. And they do have a med bay here, but their shields are probably going to come back up in time before I can take down their weapons. That's a key mistake there. My ship's on fire, my scanners are going. I apparently don't know at all what I'm doing here. I need somebody charging my shields up. I do have spare crew that I could send to repair. But no, I pulled my shield guy off, even though that's a really important thing in a fight with a bunch of lasers, but no, that's a good mistake. And now my shield room is on fire, so I mean, why bother doing good? Fortunately, with my slug crewmen, I can actually see who's alive and who's not. And from the looks of it, I'm going to survive by sheer virtue of boarding. So look at that. I went from really good health situation to absolutely horrid. But we're still alive. I mean, this is just something where it's like, I have a burst laser too. I have a really good layout. I'd love to see this game through. I've never beaten it with the Kestrel B. But that's FTL. You're not always going to have smooth sailing. I guess nor really should you. I mean, if everything... Okay, I just screwed up that shield repair just to heal up my people. Let's try that again. Because at least with FTL, if you don't have it, just at least be hard to try and kick you in the nuts sometimes, then why are you playing? It's a roguelike. It's not supposed to be easy. I feel like I won a lot, and I do have a few other ideas for challenge runs, or I've seen some things people have suggested. But even just playing the game vanilla is pretty hard. Even if you do know what you're doing. Speaking of knowing what I'm doing, I'm not going to be using missiles with this, unless I somehow luck into an ion bomb, but I'll have enough missiles by that point. So what I'd love to get is a store. I'd love to get a bunch of repairs, because I'm hurting right now. Fire suppression system. I could dock and try... I shouldn't dock. Oh, I docked anyway. That was a fucking terrible mistake. So we're going to go back to the exit. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 health. And we have 126 scrap that we're sitting on. I could use that to upgrade some of my systems. I am not going to a slug-controlled nebula. I actually don't want to fight Zoltans again either. But it's kind of the rock and hard place thing. You just gotta choose and say, hey, at least it's not slugs, and there is no store in sight. So my first goal next time is going to be to heal up, but I don't know how that's going to go. But for now, this is Way to Fail, this is the Red Wolf, and while we're doing good with the Kestrel B, our run is currently in jeopardy.